Some of my favourite videos that I've made for this channel are my Goat Simulator videos. That's why today I decided to take a look at my favourite Easter egg from every single Goat Simulator game and expansion. Now, of course, there are loads of great Easter eggs in the Goat Simulator series, so I'll also be sharing a couple of honourable mentions if a certain game had multiple great Easter eggs. As always, don't forget to leave a like, and if you do, I'll stop using your email address to sign up to dodgy websites. Oh, and of course, a big thank you to my Patreon backers and YouTube channel members for their awesome support. To learn more, click the link in the description. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin with the game that started it all. Now, the original Goat Simulator had tons of great Easter eggs, but my personal favourite is out of this world. Pun intended. In the game's opening area, you can find a beacon, and if you take the beacon to the empty crop circle, this will happen. Now, I'm not sure if I'm just being stupid here, but after making it to space, there is no way back to Earth. You sort of just float endlessly, meaning you have to quit to the main menu. Still, it is probably worth it. The honourable mentions for the OG Goat Simulator are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles knockoffs that you can find in the sewers, and the Flappy Bird clone that can be played inside of one of the houses. Next up is Goat Simulator MMO, which was an expansion that parodied games like World of Warcraft. Now, games like World of Warcraft rely on thousands of servers to keep you and everyone else playing. But have you ever wondered what would happen if those servers were to come face to face with a goat? Well, wonder no more, as you can find the Goat Simulator MMO server room, and you can do this. Again, much like the trip to space we just took, after smashing the servers, you'll have no choice but to quit to the main menu, or in some cases, the game will just crash. A couple of honourable mentions here include a reference to the famous Diablo cow level Easter egg, and the ability to make your own sick beats on the in-game beatmaker. Up next is zombie-themed expansion goatz, which, as you can probably work out from the title alone, parodies games like DayZ. Now, if I'm honest, goatz probably has the weakest Easter eggs in the entire series, but even weak Goat Simulator Easter eggs are better than most other games' Easter eggs. If you jump off the bridge that I do, you can find this guy. Now, if I'm honest, I'm not sure if our glitchy friend is a reference to anything, so if you have any ideas as to who this might be, let me know in the comments. Like I said, good Easter eggs in this expansion were hard to come by, though I do have to give a shout out to this Assassin's Creed reference. Next up is my personal favourite Goat Simulator expansion, Goat Simulator Payday. Now, given Goat Simulator's light-hearted nature, the Easter egg from the Payday expansion is actually kind of creepy. If you head to the cow pen and lick the man that I do, this will happen. So, after licking the man, you'll probably wish you hadn't, as he will now follow you around the level, mooing every time you stop, which is just really weird. Some of my other favourite Easter eggs in this expansion were the giant whoopee cushion found on top of a building and the Rocket League reference that actually works surprisingly well. Up next is the Waste of Space expansion, which parodies just about every sci-fi property ever made. Now, the Easter egg that I've chosen from this expansion references a game that regular viewers will know gets referenced all the time. But this particular reference is my favourite just because of the amount of effort that was put into it. If you head to the test chambers, you can find this.
Goats can fly. Haven't seen you before.
So this entire area is a reference to the Portal series, with that game's famous companion cubes being replaced with a companion cow. Like I said, the sheer amount of effort put into this reference deserves praise. The only other Easter egg that I considered here was the ability to turn your goat into Stephen Hawking, which, let's be honest, is quite funny. Now, before we get to Goat Simulator 3, I wanted to share an Easter egg from the mobile version of the game. Despite having the same maps as the console and PC versions, the mobile version of Goat Simulator also had exclusive content, including the Trick or Bleat area that can be accessed in the mobile version of goatz. This mode is Halloween themed and featured several references to horror movies, but my personal favourite was this. So this is of course a reference to The Exorcist.
With the Father and the Holy Spirit!
Right, let's wrap this video up with Goat Simulator 3. Now, Goat Simulator 3 arguably has the most Easter eggs in the entire Goat Simulator series. So picking just one was tough, but in the end I had to go with an Easter egg that I've been calling out for ever since I started hunting for Easter eggs. If you head to the sewers, you can find this. So inside of the sewers you can find Pennywise the Clown surrounded by red balloons. Now, long-time viewers will know that the red balloon Easter eggs are really common in games, and I've been begging for an appearance from the Killer Clown to spice things up for ages now, and Goat Simulator 3 delivered, so I had to include it here. As far as honourable mentions go, I have to give a shout out to the Fallout referencing nuclear bomb that you can launch on some unsuspecting NPCs, and the Finding Nemo trailer parody that takes a really dark turn.
I don't have any food.
Meet Steve, a playful little fish on his way of becoming sushi.
So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is really appreciated. If you are a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.